Hey guys, Brian delivers you the goods here. Sorry that I didn't return to you yesterday night. I just was trying to make sure this swollen jaw or whatever starts healing a bit. And it's not in pain right now, it's just irritating that it's swollen right now. It's from my tooth or whatever. It's really getting to me. So, hopefully it goes away in due time. It's just going to take a little bit of time. But I'm returning to you today for a 3 Days Grace album review for their fourth studio album, Transit of Venus, that I just got done listening to. I did buy a copy of it on CD, but it's not going to get here till like March 11th, I think, or sometime around then. So I got to wait a few weeks or so. Or maybe I'll get it next week or sometime around close to the week of the 11th or so of March. But yeah, I'm going to discuss what I listened to for 3 Days Grace's fourth studio album, Transit of Venus, and let you know my thoughts on it. So let's dive into this album review. Now, I just got done listening to it again for, I think, another time. And this is the last album to feature Adam Gontier as the lead singer of 3 Days Grace. Basically, this was a good way to close out his uh, singing vocals for the band 3 Days Grace. So, I think it was a pretty good album, honestly. Not everything was perfect on it, but I think the Give In To Me Michael Jackson cover was, it was solid. I just wasn't feeling for some moments in it. Sign of the Times is the opener track, and I think that was a pretty well opening track. Pretty hard hitting opening track to open this album up. It's very heavy. It's mellow at the beginning, and then it starts getting heavy right around the chorus. So, yeah, 5 out of 5 for Sign of the Times. Chalk Outline is the first single for this album that came out before the album dropped, and I think they only released one single for this album. I'm not sure, but still, I did enjoy. Sorry about the ding, it's my phone. Please forgive me on that. I did enjoy some moments in Chalk Outline, but then there were some moments where the lyrics started to feel a bit cringy. But in a way, I think with Adam Gontier singing the song and how he's singing a good high note, it sounds pretty good. So 5 out of 5. The High Road is the next song, and that was a pretty strong song. The O's are a little kind of cringy, but for what it went for, I guess. I think this well, the High Road song was a pretty strong song. I think they had a lyric video for it, if I remember correctly. And sorry, this video is fritzing a bit for some odd reason, on my end, at least. But I'll just keep it going, at least. The High Road is a pretty rockin' song, so I'll give it a 5 out of 5. Next is Operate, and I just wasn't a fan of this one. I think it was fine, but it's one of my least favorites, so 4.5 out of 5. I just don't know if I connect well with the song, with the way the verses are going, and some of the lyrics in it. The lyrical choices in the song are alright, I guess, but 4.5 out of 5 for me. Anonymous is the next one, and that was a pretty rockin' track for sure, so wasn't sure if I was gonna like it because of the opening part of the song, with how Adam Gontier is singing it. Um, but still, Anonymous is getting a 5 out of 5. Then comes Misery Loves My Company. Great song. It is a little short, but it's still an effective track for what it went for, so 5 out of 5. I already talked about Give In To Me, the Michael Jackson cover. I'm going to talk about Happiness now. Happiness was a really good song. The O's towards the end of this track to close out the song can be a bit excessive with what it's going for, but in a way, I think it's perfected very well with the drum work and the guitar work, and it sounds pretty fucking rocking to me, at least. So 5 out of 5. It's still a good track for sure. Give Me a Reason was pretty good. I'll give that a 5 out of 5. I don't know if I had any problems with the song. The beginning was a little slow, but it did start picking up towards the bridge of this track and towards the end. So, 5 out of 5. Time That Remains was a pretty mellow track, but really nice. So, I really like that song. 5 out of 5. Expectations, great song. It's a definite headbanger for sure to really rock out to, I guess you could say. So, 5 out of 5 for that one. Broken Glass, it's one of the least favorites in my opinion, but it's alright, so 4.5 out of 5. I'm trying to breeze through this so I give you guys an okay review so I can shorten it a bit, my videos and all that, but Unbreakable Heart was a great closing track to this album. The beginning of the album started off well, and towards the end of the album, there were some songs in the end of the album and between the middle and towards the end that tended to be a little dull, but in a way, I think Unbreakable Heart closed the album out very well. So 5 out of 5. Give me a moment, I'll be right back, guys. Sorry, guys, had to pause the video. I was getting summoned for a moment from my mom, so please forgive me on the background noise at the 7-minute mark of the video, but now I'm going to start rating this album. Overall, production, mixing, and execution, I think Transit of Venus was a pretty good album. It's definitely uh, pretty good, but it does lack some moments where some of the song work and the songwriting can be cringy, but in a way, I think sound-wise, it sounds pretty damn good. So, overall, I think Transit of Venus by 3 Days Grace was a pretty good album. Definitely give this album a listen. When you come around to it, if you've heard the whole 3 Days Grace discography, then you know about this album. And yeah, it was the last album with Adam Gontier as the lead singer, and then Matt Waltz took over for the next album that I'll be reviewing on Monday. So, first score for me, I'm giving 3 Days Grace, Transit of Venus, an 8.5 out of 10. This was a pretty good album, in my opinion. There were some songs I wasn't sure if I was going to feel for, like Operate, Give In To Me, and Broken Glass. Those songs I just didn't feel for. But the rest of the album was pretty damn good, so 8.5 out of 10 for me. Comment below. Let me know what you guys thought of the 3 Days Grace album, Transit of Venus, if you've heard this album. And if you enjoyed this album review I made for you guys this evening, comment below and let me know your thoughts on it. Tap like on this video if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you can. Support the channel. I will be returning to you for another video or whenever I come around to it. I gotta go run some errands. So, excuse me. I just burped for a moment. um, but yeah, I haven't been active on YouTube that much because I've just been distancing myself because of the jaw thing. It's really bothering me, and I heard about the war with Russia going against Russia invading Ukraine and all that, and I got some things to say about it. And my thoughts and prayers go out to the Ukrainians because I know they're really suffering right now, and their home is getting attacked and all that. It's just really awful. So, yeah, I will return to you for another video when I get the chance to, and my throat is a little scratchy, so please forgive me on it clogging up a bit. I'm going to end this video here by saying thank you so much for watching the 3 Days Grace Transit of Venus album review. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll have another video out as soon as I can. It may be later tonight when I get around to it. So, yeah, stay safe, take care, and as always, I'll see you in my next video.